welcome back. Or if this is your first time here, welcome. This episode is a little different from the last one. It's shorter, more focused. We're going to take one idea and sit with it for a while. No pressure to do anything with it. Just let it be here with you. The idea is this: what if slow is enough? I know that might sound like a strange question, or maybe it sounds obvious, but I think for a lot of us, it's neither. It's actually kind of radical, because most of us have been taught, by culture, by circumstance, by the sheer pace of modern life, that slow is a problem to be fixed. Slow is falling behind. Slow is inefficient. Slow is what happens when you're not trying hard enough. And yet, some of the most important things in life can't be rushed. Healing can't be rushed. Trust can't be rushed. Becoming the person you're meant to be can't be rushed. So what if slow isn't a failure? What if it's just the pace of real things? That's what I want to explore tonight. Or today, whenever you're listening. Let's see where it takes us. A lot of us carry a fear. It lives in the background most of the time. We don't always notice it, but it's there. The fear of falling behind. It shows up in different ways. Maybe it's the way you feel when you scroll through social media and see someone else's success. Someone who seems to be moving faster than you, building more, achieving more, living more. Maybe it's the way you feel when you compare yourself to where you thought you'd be by now. The goals you haven't reached, the milestones that keep receding. Maybe it's the way you feel when you're resting, actually resting, and there's this whisper that says everyone else is out there working while you're doing nothing. Falling behind. It's such a physical phrase, isn't it? Like there's a race happening and you're losing it. But here's what I've started to wonder. What if there is no race? What if the race is something we made up, or something that was made up for us, and we've been running it without ever asking whether it's real? I know that might sound naive. There are real pressures in life, real deadlines, real consequences for not keeping up. I'm not pretending those don't exist. But I think a lot of the urgency we feel isn't about those real things. It's about something else. It's about the belief that our worth is tied to our pace. That if we slow down, we'll be left behind. That if we're left behind, we won't matter anymore. And that belief, I don't think it's true. I think it's a story we've been told so many times that it feels like truth. But it's not. You're not falling behind. You're just moving at your own pace. And that pace, whatever it is, might be exactly right. I think rushing costs us more than we realize. Because when you're rushing, you can't really be present. You're always leaning forward, reaching for the next thing. The moment you're in becomes just a stepping stone to somewhere else. And so you miss it. You miss the texture of your days, the small moments that, strung together, make up an actual life. I've noticed this in myself. There have been seasons where I was moving so fast that I couldn't remember what I did yesterday. Couldn't tell you what I ate for breakfast. Couldn't recall a single conversation I had, even though I'm sure I had several. I was there, but I wasn't there. My body was present. My mind was already somewhere else. And the thing is, I wasn't even accomplishing more during those seasons. I was just more frantic. The work wasn't better. The relationships weren't deeper. The progress wasn't faster. It was just noisier. I think there's a kind of illusion that speed creates. It feels productive. It feels like you're doing something important. But a lot of the time, you're just doing something fast. And fast isn't the same as good. When you slow down, something shifts. You start to notice things. The color of the light in the afternoon. The way someone's voice changes when they're really listening. The taste of your food when you're not eating over your keyboard. You start to be where you are. And that presence, that simple, unspectacular presence, is where a lot of the good stuff happens. The deep conversations, the creative insights, the moments of genuine rest. Those things don't happen at high speed. They happen in the slow. There's a reason why almost everything important takes time. Think about a tree. A tree doesn't rush. It grows slowly, incrementally, one ring at a time. And because it grows slowly, it grows strong. Its roots go deep. Its trunk can withstand storms. If a tree tried to grow fast, if it put all its energy into shooting upward as quickly as possible, it would be weak. It would topple at the first strong wind. Or think about bread. Real bread. The kind that's made with time and care. It needs hours to rise. You can't rush it. If you try, you end up with something dense and flat. The rising is the work. The waiting is the work. Or think about relationships. Trust isn't built in a day. It's built over time, through small moments of consistency, through showing up again and again, through weathering misunderstandings and coming back to each other. You can't speed run a deep friendship. It doesn't work that way. There's wisdom in these slow things. They teach us that some processes have their own pace, and that pace can't be changed without changing the outcome. I think the same is true of becoming. Becoming kinder, becoming wiser, becoming more at peace with yourself. These things take time. Not because you're doing something wrong, not because you're not trying hard enough, but because that's just how they work. There's a verse from Ecclesiastes that I think about sometimes. It says, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." A season, not a minute, not an hour, a season. Seasons are slow. They unfold over weeks and months. You can't hurry spring. You can't skip fall. And maybe our lives are more like seasons than we want to admit. Maybe the things we're waiting for, the healing, the growth, the clarity, are coming, just slowly, in their own time. And maybe our job isn't to rush them. Maybe our job is to tend them, to stay present, to trust the pace. So here's the question I want to leave you with. What would change if you trusted your pace? Not someone else's pace. Not the pace you think you should be moving at. Not the pace that culture or comparison or fear is demanding. Your pace. What would change? Maybe you'd stop apologizing for where you are. Maybe you'd stop feeling guilty about what you haven't done yet. Maybe you'd start to see your slowness not as a failure, but as a kind of faithfulness, a willingness to stay with things, even when they take longer than you'd like. I'm not saying it's easy. Trusting your pace in a world that rewards speed is countercultural. It's uncomfortable. There will be moments when you doubt yourself, when you wonder if you're being left behind. But I think it's worth it, because the alternative is a life spent rushing toward a finish line that keeps moving. A life where you're never quite present, never quite at peace, never quite enough. What if slow is enough? What if where you are right now is exactly where you need to be? What if the pace you're moving at is the pace of real growth, real healing, real becoming? I can't answer those questions for you, but I can sit with them alongside you. And that's what we're doing here. Wherever you are right now, whatever pace you're moving at, it's okay. You're not falling behind. You're not failing. You're just becoming, slowly, in your own time. And that's enough. I don't know what pressures you're facing. I don't know what voices are telling you to speed up, to do more, to be further along than you are. But I know this: you're allowed to move at the pace of real things, the pace of trees and bread and seasons, the pace of trust being built, one small moment at a time. So take a breath. Let the urgency loosen its grip, even just a little, and know that you're held. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.